Let's start with a classic one. Arachnophobia. A spider hangs motionless. Your retina sends the shape to the thalamus, and the pulvinar routes it directly to the amygdala. Within 200 milliseconds, your heart is already pounding. Your visual cortex hasn't even finished recognizing 8 legs. Martin Seligman called this biological preparedness. Your ancestors who feared spiders survived. You inherited their hair trigger alarm. The spider did not attack you. Your brain attacked you with its own history. Did you choose to be afraid of spiders, or did your brain choose for you before you were born? Acrophobia. You stand on a balcony. The drop whispers. Your inner ear sends contradictory signals to your brainstem. Your vestibular system says you are stationary. Your eyes say the ground is far away. The periaqueductal gray freezes your body. Your prefrontal cortex tries to shout logic, but the amygdala drowns it out. You grip the railing. Now ask yourself, are you afraid of the height, or are you afraid of the sudden urge to let go? Claustrophobia. The elevator door seals. The walls do not move. Yet your insula broadcasts a suffocation warning. Your interoception screams that air is running out. The amygdala isn't responding to the box. It's responding to the idea that there is no escape. The bed nucleus of the stria terminalis locks the anxiety into a steady hum. You're not trapped by walls. You're trapped by a prediction of endless panic. What if the fear never stops? That question is the fuel. Agoraphobia. You enter a vast terminal. Too many strangers. The exit is a distant dot. Your hippocampus maps escape routes, but place cells fire chaotically. The anterior cingulate cortex loops a distress signal, scanning for danger that never materializes. Your ventromedial prefrontal cortex fails to extinguish the alarm. Agoraphobia is not a fear of open space. It is a fear of collapsing in public with no one to save you. When did your brain decide that a supermarket is a predator? Social phobia. At a gathering, every glance feels like a verdict. Your mirror neurons try to read faces, but they misread everything as rejection. The amygdala fires as if you've been physically threatened. Your medial prefrontal cortex overactivates, constructing a harsh self-image. The rational prefrontal cortex goes quiet. Social anxiety is a prediction error multiplied by 1,000,000. You believe a spotlight is on you because your brain turned all the ambient light into a beam. Can you tell the difference between a glance and a judgment? Trypophobia. A lotus seed pod stares back, clusters of small holes. Your visual cortex finds the pattern, and the insula tags it as contamination. Researchers Jeff Cole and Arnold Wilkins discovered that this revulsion likely evolved to avoid parasites and infectious skin lesions. The spatial frequency of the holes mimics the surface of disease. You are not afraid of holes. You are afraid of what could emerge from them. Your skin crawls because your immune system is responding to a pathogen that does not exist. Why does a harmless image make your stomach turn while a spider does not? Hemophobia. You see blood. Maybe it's yours. The vagus nerve slams the brakes, your heart rate spikes, then plunges. This is the Bezold-Yarish reflex, a hardwired vasovagal syncope. Your brain senses a leak in the vessel and decides to lower the pressure by dropping you to the ground. You feel cold, dizzy, ready to faint. This is not ordinary fear. It's a physiological trap. The fear of blood is the fear of your own body betraying you. If your brain can drop you to save you, what else can it do without your consent? Thalassophobia. You float above a deep ocean trench. Below you, only blue collapsing into black. Your brain searches for a floor. There is no data. The hippocampus cannot build a mental map. The amygdala howls into the void. Sensory deprivation triggers your cortex to hallucinate patterns, to fill the emptiness with teeth and shadow. This fear is not just the unknown. It's the horror of what your mind is already filling that emptiness with. Is the ocean terrifying, or is your mind's attempt to fill it with monsters the real horror? Aerophobia. You sit in a cabin 30,000 feet above the ground. The engines hum a steady note. Nothing has changed. Yet your amygdala has already decided that the vibration is a prelude to catastrophe. Your insula monitors your own heartbeat, mistaking turbulence for a cardiac event. The anterior cingulate cortex becomes a sentry that never sleeps, scanning the flight attendants' faces for a micro-expression of fear. The prefrontal cortex knows the statistics. It knows flying is safer than driving. But the low road doesn't care about statistics. It cares about the 20 milliseconds it takes to feel the first shake. Are you afraid of the plane, or are you afraid of the total loss of control? Mysophobia. You reach for a door handle. Your orbitofrontal cortex flashes a contamination map before your skin even makes contact. The insula generates a wave of disgust so visceral that your hand recoils as if burned. The basal ganglia locks the motion into a ritual. You must wash. You must scrub. This is not a preference for cleanliness. It is the brain's disease avoidance system hijacked by a signal with no off switch. Researcher Paul Rosen showed that the disgust response is immune to logic. A sterilized cockroach is still repulsive. A clean needle still pricks the mind. Your brain treats an invisible threat as a visible predator. If the germ is invisible, why does your body react as though it's already inside you?